In January 2021, 1 year after the first person died from COVID-19, most of Europe is in lockdown. The hopeful news is the approval by the European Medicines Agency of the BioNTech, Pfizer, Moderna and AstraZeneca vaccines. First in line to be vaccinated are healthcare workers and the frailest of the elderly. But the vaccination campaign in the EU starts sluggishly, stalled by disruptions in supply. Meanwhile, the Delta variant, which was first detected in India in late 2020, is engulfing the country in a deadly second wave. Hospitals are overrun and there are not enough oxygen cylinders. The Delta variant is more transmissible than the original COVID-19 strain. It spreads rapidly worldwide. In June, the European Parliament gives the green light to the EU digital COVID certificate. It proves vaccination, recovery from a COVID infection, or a negative test result. The goal is to facilitate free movement. Over time, most European countries introduce a health pass, making access to several places conditional. In protest, tens of thousands of people take to the streets in major European cities. They march against the health pass and vaccine mandates. The Anti-Vax Movement feeds on a wider distrust of governments and on conspiracy theories peddled mostly by far-right organisations. Restrictions all over Europe are gradually lifted. The United Kingdom celebrates in July with the so-called Freedom Day, and the mood lifts. By the end of August, the EU reaches a milestone. 70% of adults are fully vaccinated.
But the pandemic is not over, and we must remain vigilant. So first of all, we need many more Europeans to vaccinate rapidly, to avoid a new wave of infections and to stop the emergence of new variants.
In autumn, Europe again becomes the epicenter of the pandemic. COVID-19 cases soar dramatically in Eastern European countries, where vaccination rates are low. But also, Germany and Austria struggle with the virus. Mostly, it's the unvaccinated who end up in intensive care. Then, Omicron. A new, potentially even more dangerous mutation of COVID-19 is identified in South Africa. President Cyril Ramaphosa says this should be a wake-up call that vaccine inequality cannot be allowed to continue. The existing vaccines seem to provide some protection against Omicron, but a new vaccine that is adapted to the variant will probably be needed in spring 2022.